why you're drawn to work with certain people and why people are drawn to you? Like, who are you magnetizing?
I I don't know. I have no idea who they, but I do know that you have to have something kind of wrong with you to watch one of my videos and then go, I want 10 weeks of that guy for 4 hours a meeting. That there's a certain, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think one of the things is that it's people who have spent a certain amount of time in this world, the personal growth, spiritual development world, and they're I want to say dissatisfied with the dearth of content, but they are dissatisfied with what they perceive to be the dearth of content or a lot of kind of superfluous information that doesn't necessarily. So what I've noticed is that personal spiritual development stuff can be one of two things. It can be, and probably the third thing would be a combination of the two. It can be like a hobby, which is to go like, I'm going to go to the basket weaving class. I'm going to go do personal growth stuff now. And it's enriching in the same way that going to the book club would be enriching. It's like a thing in and of itself. Going to the book club doesn't necessarily change your marriage life. It doesn't necessarily change your life with your children, except in as much as taking self-care time or whatever might, cause you to behave differently. But you're not, it's, like it's not taking the car to the mechanic. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of a
Yeah.
different thing. So there's that. Then there is the kind of thing where it's like, listen, I don't really like personal growth stuff, but what I do like is I like to live more effectively. I like to live more efficiently in the sense that like I like for each unit of experience to be more worth having than it has been. And so I'm trying to get in here, get some information, and get out of here as quickly as possible. And I personally think that my favorite kind of person is someone whose relationship to personal growth is a little bit like going into a store that you hate that has one thing that you really need, that
Mhm.
you just like listen. And I used to, when I was like little, I want to go to the toy dial and things like that. And sometimes someone would go, listen here, we're not going to look at the toys. We're going straight to this. We're getting this and we're getting out. We don't have time. That I think is the perfect attitude to have towards personal growth. And so we either have people who are reach that place because they've done everything, or we have people who reach that place because they've never done anything because they don't like the personal growth stuff. The hardest people to work with are what I call like the personal growth junkies. I think that's a Bill Harris term actually, because they're so saturated with a certain amount of understanding of concepts that if you use words that they're familiar with, huge parts of their mind just shut off.
Mhm.
And they cannot help but flood their system with the sense that they know what you're talking about, they know where you're going, and they know that it won't work for them because they've tried it before and all that. So those are the kind of the tough cases to work with.